Okay, hi again. It's Christina Stark. Happy Monday. Here's your daily nugget for today. I cannot believe it that it is September 11th. That is a huge event here in the United States. And so my heart goes out to all of those that might have been affected by the events that were 16 years ago. It was a huge day for me. Why am I crying? Because I remember exactly where I was when the event happened. And I will tell you, I had a positive impact. I was working for the Salt Lake Olympic Committee here in Salt Lake for the 2002 Winter Olympic Games. And I was given a responsibility to create a pin for the Olympic Committee. And in 24 hours, I had to design a pin that we could put on sale to raise funds. And I will tell you, that's probably one of my proudest moments because I had 24 hours to create something that was going to make an impact. It's really personal to me, so that therefore I forget that this is 16 years ago. I better take a drink of water. Because I'm depleting myself through my eyes here. So, but I was able to help our Olympic Committee raise over $1 million in less than 24 hours because of that pin. So I forgot to wear it today. I'm just kind of sad, but pretty cool experience. So I'll tell you, little things that you do, nail art studio wraps that you can create to help support any of the tragedies and the world events is something that you can be proud of if you do something with the right intent. So that is just off topic right there, but I'm going to talk about the Daily Nugget today. And what I'm going to talk about is time management. Now, this I could talk about forever because I am a super fan of time management. But I'm going to tell you, it all starts with a piece of paper and a pen. Well, you're thinking, what? What does that have to do with it? Well, it all starts with brain dumps. And you're going, oh my gosh, brain dumps? What does that mean? It means basically taking everything that you have to do for Jamboree and life and putting it down on a piece of paper. So it starts out with dumping all your responsibilities, all the tasks that you have to do onto a piece of paper. Start there. Next thing you need to do is you need to decide what your business hours are going to be. Yes, you need to decide your business hours. You are a business. And if you were to be out there in the retail world, you would have to set business hours because you're not open 24/7. You're not an online retail store that has people to work for it. If you plan to work 24/7, then I'm going to tell you, don't plan on having any kids. Don't plan on having any life. Don't plan on really having anything because you will not have time for anything else if you are working 24/7. You need to set those business hours. Decide what works for you. As we try to tell you, Jamboree should be a part of your life, not your entire life. And that means that I am going to ask you to work with your partners, whether you're married, whether you're living with somebody, whether you are single and have a fun life outside of Jamboree. Make sure that you know what's going on with the rest of your posse, if you will. You need to make sure that you're working with them to ensure that they're on board with you. Some of you may not have very supportive spouses or partners. That means that you need to sit down and decide that what is going to be okay for you to work, if that's 1 hour every day, or maybe that's 1 hour 3 days a week, or maybe it's only 1 hour a week. You just have to decide what it is, and everybody else needs to be on board with it. Because if it's going to be during a time where it might conflict, you have to decide, is it worth the fight? Or is it worth giving in or being in a win-win situation? Now, I am actually not going to go into too much details because I'm actually going to have you watch a video. And this video has some great information in it. But you're going to, as I said, that brain dump list, you're going to look at your calendar. And I have a calendar such as this right here. I really love this calendar. This is called a Happy Planner. And it makes me happy because this is a month view, as well as I have my week views as well. Okay, or my daily. This is a week view, and then of course it shows by day what it is. As you can see, I have color coded everything. It is super awesome for you to color code because at a glance you can see what you need to do. So I'm going to tell you 4 pens. This is like the Cliff Notes version. All right. And the video is going to tell you a lot more. I happen to take red pens, and that's where I mark, like, that's family time, because red is a big, like a stop sign, a no-no. So therefore, red is really the time that I cannot work Jamberry. You would have also a green pen. Now, green means, what do you think? What color is our currency? It's green. Green means money, and that means parties. So you're going to mark your parties in this color. Now, then you have blue. Blue is for follow-ups or host coaching or power hours, okay? So this is what you're going to be doing for your power hours, and purple could be everything else. It could be otherwise. Now, or maybe this is for, you know, when we have a training like this, you have to make sure that it's on the calendar, that at 3 p.m. Mountain Time, that's when you're going to come and you're going to be listening to this. Or maybe there is a webinar that you're going to be watching. So that's Jamberry related. You can decide on how you want to do it or whatever colors. Now, I'll tell you, I love these pens because guess what? These are erasable friction pens. They're wonderful. So that's how I would mark what I have in my calendar for certain things. All right, so you need to decide. The brain dump is basically taking your list of priorities, and I would say take 6 things that you do on that day, all right, and you're going to put it into your time block. If you only have 1 hour, you need to decide what you're going to do within that 1 hour. I cannot stress enough, you will not be able to get all 6 things of host coaching, of bookings, of recruiting, of team coaching, of having a party, all those things into one 1 hour block. You need to break it up into either 15-minute segments or 2 30-minute segments. Maybe it's a 30 or a hybrid. Maybe it's 30 minutes and 2 15-minute sections. You need to decide how you're going to break it up depending on what you're doing. If you, and this is where I suggest also getting an egg timer. Get a fun egg timer, something that's going to make you happy, not something on your phone, not something that you'll be looking at all the time or that you'll be distracted. I honestly need to stress, turn off your notifications when you are working your business, because what happens is that you get distracted by them and then your power hour goes out the window. You are now no longer focusing on the items that you need to do. So that is what I call a plug and perform list, that you're basically looking at the time blocks that you have in your calendar. I'm going to show you, for example, you can see what I have here, but I have post Nugget 3 p.m. I know that's coming. This happens to be a coaching call for me. So these are, I know exactly what's coming and happening, and I need to be specific in it. If I just say follow up, okay, how long am I going to follow up for? If I'm going to do mailings, how long am I going to do mailings for? If you want to be general, just know that maybe one of those items might flow over to another time. And your schedule needs to be flexible enough so that you don't stress out yourself, that if you don't get it accomplished, it's okay. Because as ladies, honestly, we try to do a million things each time. Our list of 6, when we're done with it, we start adding more items to it. What's wrong with us? We keep adding more items, and that's not what we need to do. We don't need to stress out. If we have a list of 25 things and we don't get them accomplished, all of a sudden we feel like failures. But look at the list that you did accomplish. Look at that. That's what I want you to be able to do. I am going to post this PDF. Okay, I've done the what do you call it? The brand on it, the look. Okay, so this is a blank list. Let me bring it closer. You're going to put, if you don't have a calendar, you can use this or you can use your own calendar, but basically you're going to put the month there. And then of course, here you go. You have week 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, Monday through Saturday. And you're going to mark out which days, according to the colors here, and of course you can change those colors if you want, to whatever they are, so they're coordinated. And this is just a quick view of what you have going during the week. And then of course down here you have some parties and some other follow-up that needs to be done here. So parties that are scheduled, and then what they are, along with follow-up needed for different things. I'm going to post this PDF, and what I want you to do is I want you to fill this out, or you can fill out your calendar, but I have a 3-part challenge for, what do I have? I have 3 lucky winners. You've got to post this by Wednesday. I have Trans Queen, 3 sheets of this baby. Okay, 3 parts. All right, you need to show me your brain dump list. You need to show me this sheet or your planner, okay, with your power hours, what you're working for on each day that you're working. What is it that you're working for? You know, whether it is bookings, or maybe it's follow-up, or maybe it's coaching your team, maybe it's a team training, whatever it may be, that needs to be there on that power hour time. And then you will also need to tell me or show me your graphic that you're going to let your team know that you're working business hours, because you're setting an example. Remember, we are getting you to be leaders. If we get you in a good system now, you'll be able to carry that on, so that when you're a team manager, it's not a big, huge jump. It's like, oh, because you're going to have a lot more people on your team when you're a team manager. You need to be setting by example right now. So that is what I'm going to ask you to do. I need you to show me your brain dump list. I need you to show me what your office hours are, as well as your sheet or a photo of your calendar of your items in the power hours that you're working. If you're only working 2 days a week, that's fine. If you're working 5 days a week, that's fine. I don't care. It's your schedule. It's your business. You just need to have a plan. I'm trying to get you so you're thinking ahead instead of trying to scramble and waste that time, so that you'll be more effective, more efficient. That's what I'm trying to do, is trying to get you into that lean, mean working machine, okay? So that's what I want you to do. Need to do it by Wednesday. And then I will draw 3 winners for Trans Queen. Because I'm the queen of frosting. I had to start off with that one, right? All right. I think that's it. And I hope that you find this. Oh, make sure you watch the video. And I hope that you find this group helpful. For those who are not really, who don't need to have another group like this, then go ahead. And I forgot to mention that. You know what? Honestly, I have so many groups that sometimes I have to do some spring cleaning. And if I find the group isn't effective for me, then go ahead and I have to leave it. So that's what I'm going to give you the option, is that if you're not finding this group helpful, please, please, please don't think you have to stay. Really, I just want it to be as helpful as possible, because I want you to re-rank or promote, because I believe in you. You are the best, and you have to believe you're the best, because that's a lot of positivity, and positivity goes a long way. All right, guys, have a great day. Have a great week. This is what this is about. Plan your week so you can be awesome. All right, guys, take care. Bye.